It's our off-air pod show. It's our off-air pod show. We love Lego horns. It's our off-air pod show.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting one, the Off-Air podcast. I'm Liam. To the left of me, Ben Harvey.
I'm at a 10.
Of anger.
Of anger, yeah.
Producer Andy's here.
Present.
Producer Belle is here.
Yeah, hi.
I think this is going to be one of those episodes that's really going to be a point of contention, and one we'll look back on and go, wow, there's a real rift in the team this morning. Normally we all get along really well.
During the show this morning at about, 7:30, we said we need to have an off-air pod about this.
It feels like a real producers versus presenters type morning, and that's what these episodes are about. It's about the behind the scenes sort of chat, and sometimes things go down well, other times they don't go down so well. First of all, what we'll say is whilst we were preparing the show this morning, the sad news came through. I think Belle broke it to the room that Olivia Newton-John had passed away. Obviously that's a very sad thing. She was 73. She'd been battling breast cancer for a long time, and she's a legend. Everyone loves the music she's made over the years, and in radio, you are going to need to bring that news to people. The question of how is probably the point of contention, but I don't want to be disrespectful to the fact that someone's obviously died here, but it was definitely. There was conversation back and forth on how we were to tackle this particular topic.
So why are you at a 10, Anger?
Because the Ben and Liam Instagram account was used to DM random people such as Barry Pearl, Dee Con, and actually a big celebrity, Bindi Irwin.
I don't get why you're at a 10, Anger, about that.
To try and get an interview. So who DM'd it? I'm assuming it was Andy's idea and Belle did it?
No.
Was it your idea?
It was my idea because we were calling American agents and managers and we were getting nowhere. So I thought, okay, well, let's DM Barry Pearl. And mind you, Barry Pearl and Dee Con, these two actors were in Greece alongside Olivia Newton-John. Just wait. And really, we got the message from a Melbourne radio station who had Barry Pearl on saying just DM him and he'll respond. So, of course, I'm going to use the Ben and Liam account to DM it.
Normally, you would ask and you'd go, I'm going to DM this person. When I've got 90 minutes to get someone and keeping in mind,
not replying to my text.
we also have to interview that person.
Yeah, I know. Hey, what was it like to act alongside Olivia all those years ago? Have you been...
What role did Barry Pearl play in Greece? He has 3,000 followers. He's doing amateur theatre.
The number one breakfast show in Melbourne that had him on this morning.
Barry Pearl.
And had a conversation to him about Olivia.
I obviously am, we're upset about Olivia Newton-John. Do I need to hear Dee Con's thoughts on the situation? Probably not.
Dee Con played...
She was one of the pink ladies. So you guys are genuinely saying we would have no interest in having had someone from Greece on this morning.
Well, it depends.
We did Richard Wilkins, who was great.
You can say
it wasn't the xylophone lady. Like it was.
Who's that?
I was saying to Andy, I'll get the friggin' caterer at this point. I don't care.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I think that's why it's frustrating, because you just want to get someone on so you don't get in trouble. That is actually a good chat.
100%. That is not the reason. Not the reason. We do not want to get someone on because we don't want to get in trouble. We want to get someone on that was in Greece because we want to have market best interview that makes you guys look like you're completely. It doesn't matter what happens in the world. Ben and Liam will have the best person on.
And when the other stations are going, let's just do a one break on.
When the other stations are running around pulling their hair out going, they got Dee Con!
No.
They got Barry Pearl! How did they get...
They said they got Frenchie from Greece.
But everyone gets Richard Wilkins this morning.
If you got me like someone she went to school with, or like I said a teacher this morning, and Liam made a good point. He said they'd be 95.
But why?
At least.
Why would someone if we had someone that went to school with Olivia Newton-John, that'd be great. I don't see how they're any more than someone who acted with her in the movie that everyone knows her for. Everyone interviewed Richard Wilkins this morning, right?
Moving on from Barry and Dee, I think it was a Hail Mary to send a DM to Bindi Irwin with 5 million followers going, Hey, Bindi. Also, what's Bindi's connection, to Olivia Newton-John?
Well, if you'd be across the news this morning, she paid tribute to her and posted on all of her socials a lovely photo of her and Olivia saying she's the kindest person she's known.
But how does she know her?
It's an Aussie voice to
also weird that you DM her as us and then sign off with a kiss.
Yeah, well,
Also
it's
weird.
more from nice.
So
to
we've
her.
given Mindy Owen a kiss.
Yeah, you have.
I still
Yes,
don't-
you
I
have.
still don't get why you're 10 angry.
That's
like
almost,
that.
that's
Like
almost
that's
identity theft.
That's crazy. It's not. It's not really identity theft.
Andy and I were working so hard behind the scenes this
Yeah.
morning. While you guys just hit and play on a few prereqs and sitting back and going, "Ooh, don't want to talk to this person."
Yeah, but we didn't ask for that.
Con
We weren't like, go get us Dee Dee!
we did it anyway.
Exactly.
And that's our job. And then at the end of the week, when we sit there and we go, "Shit, we had a bad week this week." Olivia Newton-John died and we did nothing about it, and the other stations had Frenchie on.
By
Who
the
is
way,
Frenchie? Who
by
is
the
that?
way,
Oh my god, have you not seen Grease?
I have, but I don't know who Frenchie is.
but I think I think the problem, for starters, I don't think we did a bad job of covering Olivia Newton-John this morning. We spoke to Abby a couple of times. It was great. You guys reflected it. We played songs that would have made a connection with people.
We had a chat with Dickie Wilkins.
And we spoke with Richard Wilkins. So that was great. All I would say is that a lot of people spoke to Richard Wilkins this morning, and if we
can
can
literally- I
stand
texted him.
out from the crowd and say, hey, we've got this person who is a completely unique point of view, I think that it wouldn't have been like, it's not like it's going to be worse than Richard Wilkins. It's just going to be someone that's completely different that makes people go, oh, that show tries really hard, and they get great people. Now,
I think Liam and I just found it funny that you were using the Ben and Liam account to DM Dee Dee and Barry and Mindy.
I put it to you guys that you don't connect with Greece as much as your audience does.
Potentially.
Even I
in a,
connected
in
with
a
it.
big way.
I must admit,
I
Belle
just-
just showed me a photo of Frenchie, and I go, "Oh, that one."
Of course.
I get.
That's
I
the
know.
concept.
I know the one.
I just think in the future, hey, I'm going to DM these people. Is that cool?
Yeah, but I do that every
It's just
time. And you
communication.
always go, yeah, no worries.
I think that's
In the
a
heat of the moment, I had to
reasonable-
make a call. You
I think
were on
that's-
air, and I thought,
I think that's a reasonable call, Ben. I also think you should understand that we had tight time frames. We were in the middle of the show. It wasn't like it was 2 PM, and we had time to go. All right, we'll just make sure this one's okay. You guys,
I would normally.
you guys have obviously an Instagram message from you guys. Your own Ben and Liam account will stand out way more than one from Andy or from Belle. You have the blue tick, and
Say it again.
you don't actually own that Instagram page as much as it has your names on it. It's an over thing. So if you are saying now we don't want to use that for chasing interviews, then we should have a chat with who we need to.
I
'Cause
suppose
I think that's a useful tool.
Contractually, it's been signed over, but if you scroll back, I mean, Ben and I started that in 2014.
And we do have creative control over it.
Yeah, sure.
And I think it's up for discussion as to who we DM.
Fine, I'm sorry.
If we think this is a bigger issue, we can take it further. I don't think it is. I think that no harm, no foul this morning.
Yeah, I no need to refer up, is what I'm saying. I think we got to. The
I'm just chatting with the guy who's at 10 anger. Like, so to me, if you at 10 anger, that we probably do need to refer up.
Yeah, I just think that you guys didn't want to get in trouble.
That's not why.
And that's what you
not
were
why.
doing.
It's because I hate settling. I hate, like, Richard Wilkins was great this morning, and he was emotional, but it was probably, without exaggerating, the 15th Richard Wilkins interview he did about Olivia Newton-John today. And that, again, I talk about him a lot. That 3AW breakfast in Melbourne, rated 25. A quarter of people in Melbourne that listen to radio listen to that show.
They're also 65.
Sure, but I think Olivia Newton-John transcends the audience, because I think that people that are 40 and 50 that listen to Ben and Liam would really connect with Grease. They'd be upset this morning. Someone who they grew up with watching that movie and going, oh, I wish I was Sandy.
Yeah. And
we just wanted to elevate that beyond Richard Wilkins for
Yes.
you guys this morning.
And I'm sorry that I use the account to DM them. I will never use it again, and I will not get you any guests.
Well, I think the mood is successfully low here.
I think Liam and
we,
I just found it funny that you were using the account to DM
Are you
those
genuinely
people.
pissed at me?
Of course I'm not.
I feel like you are.
I just found it funny that you DM'd Bindi and you didn't say, like, Producer Bell, and you signed off with a kiss. That was weird. That made me laugh and
Fine,
feel
I'm
weird.
sorry that I did that.
To be honest, when I took up arms beside Belle, I didn't know the kiss was...
Oh my god!
I'm joking.
Imagine if Bindi just got back now and go, hey, oh, sorry, yeah, like, real busy morning.
Yeah, but you never know. Sometimes they just reply and go, yeah, cool, call me now.
Yeah, right.
And that's it.
When's that happened?
That's why it's a Hail Mary, mate. If you watch American football, they come off like 1 in 100 times.
That's
But when
true.
they come off,
They
it's like
come
the
off.
best thing.
They come off. Sweet. Well, a very real off-air podcast this morning. There's no real fun way to end this, but...
Should we put the Dickie Wilkins chat at the end of it?
No, I don't think that would be appropriate at all. At all. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Do you think Ben was happy with the job you did? Is Ben going to be happy with that?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
Like Andy said, we reached for the stars and we fell.
No, I think he'd be happy. Like, if taking a step back, like, what more could we, like...
You reached out to to Dee Dee and Barry.
Yeah, because I got the vibe, I must admit, and maybe that's not what happened. I got the vibe at about 7:30. Boss man Ben reached out and said, "Who are you getting?"
No,
and then it went into overdrive because then it went into overdrive.
That kicked in at 5 a.m. when I saw that notification pop up. My brain was like, "Oh."
It went into overdrive after Belle's obligations on the show finished.
Yeah,
like trending and mystery voices and all those kind of things.
So this is the thing, you got to remember, I'm doing all this while taking calls, while sorting out mystery voice people, while like prepping trending, while making there's all these little things that are going on that I'm like, well, far out, man. I'm gonna.
And then I buzzed through and went, "Are we getting coffees?"
Yes. And then you buzzed me 3 times saying, "Is Josh getting coffees? Are you getting coffees? Liam's dying. Are you getting coffees?"
Yeah, well, Liam did need to pick me up.
I do.
Yeah, it was a bit flat.
I did need a CPMU, that's for sure.
I want to make it really clear. I thought we did a good job this morning covering Olivia Newton-John. But if you look, Beck and Cozzy would have done Dick Wilkins or David Campbell, and so would Ali have. And when you can really stand out, that's when... Yeah,
that's where the gold is.
That's where the gold is, Sarah.
That's where Dee Dee would have came in.
We are going to be talking about this for the rest of time. I tried to end this 5 minutes ago, but I think this is where we call it.
All right, let's wrap it up.